Now at 10, the clock is ticking toward a federal buyout. President Trump is looking to shrink the size of the federal government by offering 2 million workers about 8 months' pay if they choose to resign. Employees just have a week left to decide. Tonight, KENS 5 reporter Meredith Haas talked with two workers about their decision. Meredith?
ECs, the two workers I spoke with say they saw this coming. Now, they want to remain anonymous tonight, but they say that both have decided to not take the buyout.
Around 200,000 federal workers in the San Antonio region sent this email from the U.S. Office of Personnel Management Tuesday, have until February 6th to reply, writing the word resign. Pay and benefits are offered until September of 2025.
But there's a little trust concern there for me to see. I'm not comfortable in a position of sort of being, quote unquote, forced out, it feels like, right?
This federal employee for over a decade, who we'll call Jack, says he's not going to leave, but the news has an impact.
I personally feel that federal employees have been targeted, with messaging like this and the communication and that's being put out. The morale is just taking a dip.
While another federal employee, who we'll call John, is taking a positive stance.
The way that the email was worded, that, hey, if you're going to stay on, then, essentially let's rock and roll and let's get it done for the American people. And I think we're headed in the right direction. I think that there is certainly some streamlining that could potentially need to be done.
The email outlines 4 pillars that will be used to create a, quote, reformed federal workforce. Federal employees were thanked for their service to the United States. But this move is promising, quote, restored accountability. UTSA political science professor John Taylor says moves like this will have a trickle-down effect.
We're talking about basically the social safety net. You're going to see that impacted if we start seeing substantial number of people leaving federal employment.
Not taking the buyout, both Jack and John are confident in their work, but remain cautious.
Yeah, it's definitely a risk that I'm taking, and I guess I am willing to take, but I'll be monitoring, the job market.
Just given what I do and where I work, I don't think that it will be on the chopping block. There's been no indication that that's going to be the case, but you never know.
Now, they also mentioned people in their office space that are taking or potentially taking this buyout are people who are already headed to retirement. And just as a reminder, those who are not included in this buyout are military service members, U.S. postal workers, and people in positions with national security. Live in the newsroom, Meredith Haas, KENS 5.